Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm Ruuna Starbright, a fallen star from the constellation Aries. Hello, hello. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. I hope you have all been doing well. Um, so I didn't dream about yaoi last night, but I did dream that I worked on a space station where Pokemon games were half price. So you know what? Like all things considered, not a bad dream. Pretty fun. I could also fly. Yeah, it was pretty good. The manifesting yaoi didn't happen. I was trying to manifest yaoi last night by reading yaoi before I sleep so I could get a yaoi dream. It didn't happen, but the space station dream, very cool. I went to space. Yeah. Welcome, welcome. Nintendo would never do that. Look, that's why it was a dream. Even if they were half price, you can't buy it. It was 13.80. Okay, it was 15.38. Okay, that's different. Oh, my brain cells. Hello, I am Bush. I got a dream where I was robbed. Sorry, Satojo. That was not a dream. That was actually me. Just don't look at your bank account, and it's fine. What if there's space yaoi with zero gravity smut? Dude, the cum's not even gonna leak out. That's... I guess he can help dig it out, so it's fine. Yeah, adds to the plot. You're right. Hi, Nick Gamer. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. You have enough money for food, right? Yeah, don't worry, I can eat food. I have enough money for food. I just think it's funny that I have 15.38 in my savings right now. Don't worry. No, sorry, not in my savings. In my, like, disposable income. But just transfer, so it's okay. I just always have a low number there because otherwise I spend it and then I'm like, oh no, where did my money go? You know? But yeah, let me say hi to everyone. Hi Epic, hi Paper, hello Sino_Chen, hello Paula, hello Satojo, hello Tin Metal, formerly known as Penis Mickey, hello Watercat, hello, I shall hydrate. Give me a sec. Hello Stray, yay. Hello, yoink. Hello, Tia. Enjoy your luck. And with you reading, I definitely will. Oh my god, thank you. Yes, sleep well. Yeah, and hello, Nick Gaiman. Hello, Lucas. Welcome. I got robbed by my star Urshi. Look, I had 15.38 in my bank account. I had to rob someone, and you just showed up on the roulette wheel. Okay, like it just happens. So don't sweat it too much. It happens to the best of us, and it especially happened to you. Congratulations. Unlucky. Womp womp. Right. Well, sorry for your loss. Would do it again though. So yeah, that's a you issue. It's not my issue. It's a you issue. What are we reading for SCP today? We are reading... I look over as if I was reading a chat, but no, I was just talking to myself. We are reading SCP... Oh, we're reading a SCP about cryptid deer, and we're reading a SCP about finding Wally. I was looking at monster SCPs the other day. You know, weird monster SCPs, and I think the finding Wally one is just hilarious. So we're gonna read that. You know, we can rob Ruuna what of the $2 in my bank account, brother. Brother, I'm pretty sure you'll get nothing from it. But you're welcome to try. You know, I'm never one to stop you. I'm a very encouraging VTuber. You see, yeah. They call me a wholesome, supportive, say-so VTuber Ruuna Starbright, as written in the holy text. You know. Yum. Sorry, I'm EP. My brain cells don't work. Dovan, hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. That's such a cute email. Hello. Weird monster SCPs, Ruuna fighting content for personal fanfics. Oh my god. Dude. I love. Look, I'm just saying. You gotta get inspiration from somewhere. Okay, I was about to dox myself for like dox my AO3 tags, but that would be crazy. Watch Ruuna not being able to be say-so during SCP reading? That's impossible. I'm so say-so. I would never say yabai stuff during an SCP reading. How could I ever, man? Don't doubt me like that. Shakes my head. Shakes my head. I feel like if anyone went to rob Ruuna, they feel sorry for her and do a reverse robbing and leave. Well, I've never been robbed before. So maybe you're onto something. We can just suspect ban the entire stream. Easy! No, you can't. That's yabai. You're not allowed to do that, actually. You're not allowed to do that. If you suspect ban my stream, the stream can't go on. My stream. Oh god, I nearly broke my cup. Oh no. How on earth would I be able to stream without making my funny comments, you know? By the way, today's SCPs, one of them may be a bit long, so we'll see how it goes. It might go on for a bit, but the thing is, the SCPs aren't actually that long themselves. If I just read them without like getting distracted, maybe it'll go on for like an hour and a half. But also, I get distracted, so well, it may go for like an hour, but also I get distracted, so usually that turns into 2 hours. We'll see. I don't get distracted, you guys. I think I'm pretty on task for everything, you know. Yeah, I reckon so. Should we get to the SCP reading? Voik. Oh my god. Okay, I rescaled my page too much by accident, so I will do this. Okay. Oh look, on screen Ruuna is yapping too. That's our ADHD video for those who are new here. How long does on screen Ruuna yap for? Let's see. Okay, it's 34 minutes into that stream. 40 minutes. She's still yapping. Wow, I started the game 15 minutes in. Damn, Ruuna. Holy yapper. Waldo found mummy. Dude, Waldo found what you couldn't. A mother. That's crazy. I'm sorry for your loss. And things I've said that do not give emotional damage. Yeah, type shit. Type shit. Why do I feel like it needs to yoink? Perfect. What's that white thing on top there? On the top left. What is that? What is that? Huh? What is that? I can't tell. What up now? One more Huckleberry. Hello. Welcome to the Ruuniverse. Hello, hello. What is that thing? Anyway, sorry. I was not prepared properly today. This is our first SCP. Isn't it so silly? 15 minutes is insane. Dude, I've told you I've got good stamina. That's why your mom loves me. This gameplay yap forever. Every stream is just a cleverly disguised yapping stream. At this point, I'm not sure about the cleverly disguised part, but it's a yapping stream for sure. Yeah, what is that? I don't know. What is that thing on the top right? It's bothering me. It's actually bothering me. What is that? What are you? It's text! Okay, well... there we go, it's gone now. I nuked it out of existence. Why are we looking at shaking Waldo? He's bouncing on it crazy style, that's why. He's actually going crazy style. Don't shake your Waldo at me, or don't kick your feet at me under the covers, but here we are, you know. So alas. Wow, is the ADHD video even good? Or why is bro just like... I feel like it's a lot of dialogue. Maybe it's not too interesting. Is there another video I can play for you guys? Wow, Distraction City type shit. Maybe I'll play... you know what? I think Kazan videos are just good for this circumstance. Kazan. Oh, there's me playing Peak. We can play Peak. We can play a Peak video, I think. Because Peak hasn't... It's been a while. Yeah, okay. You're like, that's cute. Look, it's me and Cobra Space Program playing Peak. Alrighty. Shall we get down to business to read SCPs? Strap in, strap-ons. And we're gonna have a good time. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves, lurk, or like yap with me. I'll take a while to respond because I'm reading, but you know, it's gonna be faster than if you're trying to get your parents to respond to you because they haven't paid attention to you in a few years. Yeah. Let's get started. Hello, Kenshin. Welcome. How are you doing today? Hello. Let me move over a bit. Yeah. Ocean Man, Ocean Moin. Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Strap-ons? I said strap in. I have no idea what you're talking about. You must have misheard. Falls over? Oh no, help! I've fallen over. I can't get up. Yikes, whatever. What? Whoa, that's not too good. Sorry, I've fallen. Oh, that's so sad. Well, if you... Oh, fallen for you! That's so cute! Ah, that's so sweet. I was gonna say something about people stepping on you. But never mind, I take it back. Ah, that's so cute. Thank you. Oh, you're so cute. Okay. Oh, alright, bro. Unlucky. Dude, I was just talking. What's wrong? Alright, I see how it is. Welcome to the stream. Sometimes my chat bullies me. I don't know why, though. I don't know why they would make me say, like, only say-so things. I've already been saying say-so things, but... They hate me! Let's begin. SCP 4588. It's the Waldo SCP. I had a skim read of it. It's kind of funny. So, no information regarding any specific location on Earth is to exist on SCP-4885's file unless given direct permission by the O5 Council. This is item SCP-4885. Its object class is Kita, which means bad. Yikes forever. And its special containment procedures dictate that currently, it is only theorized that SCP-4885 is contained. To further elaborate, SCP-4885 is contained within an unknown Class 17 containment chamber in an unknown site. In the event that SCP-4885 breaches containment, procedure Invenient M is to be enacted, which consists of the following procedures. Great, so we don't even know if it's hidden. Contained. Lovely. 36 Class 17 containment chambers are to be connected to an independent self-driving vehicle. At all times, 216 inactive containment chambers are to be readily available in case of sudden and unforeseen breach of SCP-4885's containment. I'm dyslexic. One D-class subject of stable mental health is to be submitted into the vehicle and driven into the system. A cryptographically secure... Look, I know I said I read AO3, but like, these are very big words for me, okay? These are very big words that I have difficulty pronouncing because I'm just a girl, and anything over 3 syllables is it's a lot for me. It's too much. Some people may say it's just enough, but for me, I think it's too much. Ruuna Starbright. Yeah, I'm just a grill. It's not. If it's not ABO, it's no. She's not literate. That's right. Got me there. Wait. A cryptographically secured pseudo-random number. Oh, pseudo-random. Dude, just say a megaverse. That's easier to understand. Gaga. A cryptographically secure pseudo-random number generator is to choose a random number between 3 and 3667, and the vehicle is to be transported to a containment chamber based on the number chosen. If it was a sus word, she could read even 8 syllables instantly. You're right, but it's not sus, it's just educational. It's because I'm very educated, you see, so I can read those words quickly. Yeah. Each containment chamber has a single digital monitor that is capable of outputting video at 720p resolution. Bad YouTube video type shit. Once a D-class subject is transported to a random chamber, a message is to be sent to every monitor simultaneously. This message consists of the current location of SCP-4885, delivered via an implanted tracking device. The GPS is only accessible by Level 5 personnel or SCP-4885 containment staff on a need-to-know basis. After approximately 2 hours, each containment chamber is to be transported to a randomly designated Foundation site via self-driving trucks. The trucks are to be disguised as packaging service in order to prevent suspicion. In the event a traffic collision involving a truck occurs during this stage, procedure Invenient M is to be enacted again. Dude, they really have like a lot of yikes whatever procedures, huh? Dude, this is more organized than my brain cells. No personnel who are aware of SCP-4885's existence are to go within 100 meters of any Class 17 containment chamber. Several signs and warnings have been placed around each chamber, labeling it as a water treatment room, and that attempted access is punishable by immediate amnestication and loss of employment as decided by the Ethics Committee. Well, committee for sure, but I'm not sure about the ethics part. But you do you, King. Hello, Mod. Thank you, Hydrate. I feel like most SCPs don't have a tracking device on them. Yeah, you know what? They really don't. I feel like at this point they really should, but this one does, or appears to. You understand why they're going through all these. Oh my God, the suspect is gone. Empreg, a megaverse, yaoi, men kissing, men pregnant, men giving, men hugging. Anyway, sorry, I need to get it out of my system. You know. You'll see why in a sec why they have so much like precision. What the heck? The teamwork, hello. That's crazy. That's insane. That's evil. What the hell, man? 3 people in a row is insane. What the heck? I see how it is. I see how it is. What was I saying? Smoosh the megaverse part of her brain, you can't. That's all my brain. If you smoosh it, there's nothing left. I don't feel like getting out of bed, so I'm on my phone. Oh my God, hello. Yeah, bed lays in time. Hello, Murasaki. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Good morning. I mean, this is a chill brain rot stream anyway, so you might fall back asleep, you know. Glad to see the first thing coming is Ruuna brain rot. Ha! It's me, Ruuna brain rot boy. I always watch Ruuna on my phone and on the speaker, unfortunately. Oh my God, really? Well, lucky for you, I'm so spammed right now, so otherwise... otherwise, I'll be saying things, you know, type shit. Anyway, what were we saying? Oh yeah, loss of employment is decided by the Ethics Committee. These warnings tell personnel to report to a nearby automated site overseer of any leaks from the chamber, in which the person will be visually amnesticized by the overseer, and procedure inconvenient will be reenacted. Dude, they reenacted this shit 3 times already. For more information regarding the composition of Class 17 containment chambers, please consult document 7667. Sorry, 7631.00. Currently, SCP-488-1 instances that are located via FAR-2 AIC are contained within Location I. The whereabouts of Location I are known only to FAR-2 AIC. Currently, FAR-2 AIC is connected to 80% of CCTV security cameras within the United States and 40% of total CCTV security cameras on Earth. Damn, you guys are always so US based. No, get out of my head. 67, 67, 67, 67. SCP-4885-1 instances are discovered by FAR-2 AIC will have specialized Foundation carrier drones be dispatched and attempted to grab the body and carrying it to Location I using routes that minimize the chance of unwanted civilian interference. In the event that a civilian notices a drone and the SCP-4885 breaches containment, the drone will send an all alert message to SCP-4885's containment team, and procedure infinite will be reacted. In the event that the Location I's whereabouts are discovered at large, the next personnel located within document Paint the Town Yellow will establish the next Location I, and the immediate family will be notified of the death. Yikes forever! Dude, can't even have a family these days, huh? Whoa. Wait, let me get a tissue. Every time I get a tissue, I have to pull it out of Pom Pom Pudding's butt, and sometimes he's really far away, so I have to stretch really hard to reach his butt to pull the tissue out. It's really difficult for me. It's very, very difficult for me. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna blow my nose, okay? No nose blowing for free. No nose blowing. Hello, I'm back. Why are you blowing your nose on his butt? I'm not. I'm just pulling the tissue out of his butt. And I'm blowing my nose on the thing that comes out of his butt. It's different. Oh my gosh. Why are you taking the ASMR from us? Because I am evil like that. They call me Ruuna Evil Bright. So pom pom pulling? No, he's for my eyes only. I'm possessive of him, you know. I'm possessive. He's mine. I want to be an alpha CEO at least once in my life. So only I can see him in this state type shit. I can't play Pragmata while listening to this stream. Experience ruined. What do you mean experience enhanced? This is the real experience of my father, who has me as his daughter, you know. My father, Mr. Spaceman. So this is what it can be like. You're just experiencing it all over again. This is called post-child clarity, when they are no longer a child and they don't goo goo gaga the same anymore. Type shit. Moldy, bruh. Nuh-uh, I haven't had moldy in 5 days already, at least, maybe. Unless the fruit I had last night was moldy, but it didn't look too. Okay, anyway. She hates us. I'm just a grill. I don't know what to say. No, I don't get to see the pom-pom pudding shoes I ordered. Frick you, I'm gonna order them myself. How was that, huh? That's right, I've outgamed you, bozo. Show me the shoes. Mods confiscate her mold. No! No, please, not the mold. Where's Wally? Wally's in the wall. Rap, tap, oh god. Don't find Wally. Don't find Wally. You have no money to order them. You only have 1538. You probably shouldn't buy them, but pom-pom pudding shoes. I was thinking about buying cinnamon roll Crocs the other day. I was like, I've been thinking about buying cinnamon roll Crocs for like the past year, and I've been barely fighting my demons back. But one day I will buy them. I just keep finding reasons to not buy them, but like it's a close call, guys. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll own them. Sorry, can't hold myself from making a Warframe reference. Oh my gosh, you nerd. Nerd. You little nerds. Anyway, description of SCP-4885. This is what I mean by I get distracted, you guys. Like, this is literally what I mean. I can turn like a 20-minute reading into a 40-minute reading. Easy. SCP-4885 is an anomalous humanoid resembling the main character of the popular series of the puzzle book Where's Wally, known in the US as Where's Waldo because they want to be special. This entails that SCP-4885 wears a horizontal red and white striped shirt and red and white bobby hat and jeans, not the jeans. However, a noticeable difference in appearance from the character is the entity's paler skin and lack of eyes. That's just me. In the event that the subject known of... In the event that a subject knows of SCP-4885's current location at any given time, SCP-4885 will move to the nearest wall and begin to phase into it. Oh my god, they are in the wall! Murasaki! You predicted it! They are in the wall, Rap! Oh my god. They will move into the nearest wall and face into it. SCP-4885 will appear inside of the subject. Inside? Dude, that's kind of gay. It will reach up the esophagus and grab the subject's chin. Grab the subject's chin through the mouth. That's such a hard word to say. Subjects. Okay, so it's how do I say it? It's non-con, possession, all the way through. I hope those tags helped you visualize everything. SCP-485 will then proceed to pull themselves through the subject, destroying the internal organs and the spine. Once this has occurred, a yellow liquid will exit the corpse's mouth and will cover the subject entirely, which causes it to become an SCP-4885-1 instance. SCP-4885 will remain in its current location, occasionally patrolling the area until another person discovers its location once again. Wally is not being a very child-friendly PogChamp right now, I will have to say. She's cooked. What did I say? I was just helping you visualize the very important graphics of the story, you know? However, if SCP-4885 is close enough to the subject when they discover its location, they will instead approach the subject, attempt to climb into the subject's mouth, enter the abdomen, and exit the body through the subject's pelvis. What the heck is wrong with this SCP? During this time, SCP-4885 can easily dislocate/relocate any joints in its body, and its skin and muscles will gain the consistency of a malleable solid, allowing it to easily climb into and out of the subject. He just wants to be unbirthed and rebirthed again. SCP-4885-1 instances are anomalous causes that were created by SCP-4885. What? The entire body of an SCP-4885-1 instance is covered in illustrations, similar to those found in Where's Wally books, with many different characters appearing on the instance's skin. These illustrations originate from the liquid that exits the corpse's mouth. Currently, no instances of the cartoon character Wally has been found on an SCP-4885-1 instance. These illustrations cannot be removed from the subject unless the skin it is placed on is removed. So it's giving it's giving like womb tattoos on these guys, but like it's all over their body, and the womb tattoos are Where's Wally image, but Wally isn't even there. Damn, that's rough, buddy. If a subject knows the location of any given SCP-4885-1 instance, SCP-4885 will teleport itself to the subject and kill them in the exact same manner as if they discovered SCP-4885 itself. This will also transform them into a SCP-4885-1 instance. It embreaks people with Where's Waldo pages, yeah! And covers them with womb tattoo, yeah! But the womb tattoo is a Where's Waldo illustration page. I opened up my Where's Waldo book, and when I found Waldo, his eyes started bleeding at me. It's okay, if you lick the blood off his cheek, you'll get flustered, because he's like, I've never had someone do something so intimate to me. They always run away from me when they see the blood leaking from my eyes, just because I'm different from other Waldos, and in a fit of madness and rage, because why could they not accept my differences and me as I am? I murder them, but you're the first one to show such compassion and intimacy towards me. Maybe there is hope after all. I can't have you run away from me. I have to possess the only shred of warmth I have in my life, no matter the cost. And then Waldo will reach out at you from the pages and drag you into his world and trap you inside. And he's like, you know, all the other characters that are hiding where I am in this world, they are just my ears and my eyes. So no matter how far you run, every single human being can like tell Waldo where you are. And then Waldo is like, is it because of the way I look? Do you not like the way I look? And then turns into an absolute ikemen, right? And then you're just trapped with that Waldo forever, because they just like, you know, remember you intimately licking the blood from their cheek, and they're like, I just want that warmth once again. And then when you realize that you really can't run away from this, and your only option is to be with Waldo anyway, Stockholm Syndrome comes in, and that's where the dead do not tag, do not eat tag plays, and then you choose to accept Waldo, and then you live happily ever after. Yeah, I hope that helps. What's happening? I'm just giving some advice. He must be kept contained. Yeah, you're with him. You're not scary. No, I'm just a girl. I'm just a grill. I don't know what you mean. I'm gonna drink some water. Dude, I feel like I'm a really good writer. They really missed out when they didn't have me ghostwrite a bunch of books for them. YA novel writers could never do what I do, right? Anyway, what were we saying? Oh yeah, SCP-4885 was Dude, I feel like I can't read today. SCP-4885 was discovered residing in location redacted within a small wooden house. Mobile Task Force Chi-19 Unrelenting Punishment was sent to capture an entirely separate anomaly and did not know of SCP-4885's existence. Wait, I'm gonna move the site down a bit. I feel like it's been cut off. It's my day? No, that's the ADHD video. This is the side. Yeah, perfect. Perfecto. I have no words. Only admiration for me, right? Subjects: Amelia Merrick M1, James Klein M2, and Kurt Stoll M3. Begin log. M1, mic check. M2, yep. M3, all good. M1, equipment check. M2, everything's working as intended. M3, ditto, the Pokemon. M1, transcript number 67! 67! Sorry. We're entering the house. M3, no one's talking to you, Melly. M2, oh, stop it. Now's not the time, Kurt. Holy infighting, guys. Come on, teamwork, professionalism. M3, heh, right, sorry. I just got here, what the heck is going on? Hello, E-Beads MC, hello. Don't worry, you know, just don't worry about the stories and advice I give, and it's just a perfectly wholesome and safe stream. We are reading SCPs right now. We are reading the Where's Waldo SCP. It's SCP-4885. I should probably put it in text somewhere. Yeah. Would you rather a furry or a femboy? Why not both? You have to break convention, and you have to understand it's not a choice between. It's about the combination. Yeah. Welcome to the Roadverse. They can't run now. SCP-67's Ruuna this point. 67. SCPs are too scary. No, the femboy SCP, dude. The femboy SCP is kind of the best. Should I write what SCP we're reading right now? We're reading SCP 4885. That's a good idea. I'm gonna put it here for the future reference. Yoink yoink yoink. Outline. そうですね. Wow, I'm so good. Professional VTuber, everyone. Not really, but da-da. Oh, you're so big. That's what she said. Type shit. Where's my font size? 8.9. Okay. Watch me rescale this for like 10 minutes. I searched up SCP-4885, and all I see is someone with Waldo. Yeah, all I see is Waldo with his feet in someone's mouth. Yeah, Where's Wally SCP is non-consensual possession, unbirthing, and all the way through. I hope that helps. Does that help? I feel like it's a very good graphic description, and it helps you understand where it is. Yeah, anyway, we are reading this. Yeah, hey. Ruuna's the most scary SCP. No, I'm not. I'm a wholesome VTuber. Why would I be scary, dummy? What? Freaky, yeah, SCP, yeah. He just likes putting his... He likes going in feet first. Or he just like goes... Or he just straight up like faces into the body and then unbirths him. Oh wait, I guess it's birthing, huh? Yeah, it's crazy, right? Anyway, yeah, he's just a little freak. He's just a little quirky, that's all. Anyway, this is... Right now we are at where a SCP team goes into a house to find another SCP, but discovers Waldo. You're not meant to know where Waldo is. Yeah, so like, type shit. Anyway, they're entering the house and they're gonna not have a good time. The group enters the house. M1. Initial description of the subject were the Goo Goo Gaga, dude, dyslexia 1000. Initial descriptions of the object were a pair of black spectacles capable of killing the user and covering the body in the strange pictures from an unknown children's book. Wait, isn't that similar to the Waldo one? M3, it was obviously Where's Waldo? M2, Kurt, stay professional. M3, I just want to bring some life into M1's robotic speech. M3 is so unprofessional, dude. M1, I'm trying to keep my job, Kurt. M2. Ahem. M1. Right. Dude, these guys... Not Teamwork 100. You know what? They were doomed from the start. If SCP-4885-EP hasn't been observed by a living human, it will remain hidden until it finds a suitable prey. Yeah. So if you like know where SCP-4885 is, it's gonna face into the nearest wall and then face into their body, face into your body, and then it's gonna and crawl out of you. Type shit. Don't think I have much to contribute to the discussion, so I'm gonna head out. Go for it. Thanks for dropping by. The group searched the ground floor. Oh, the group searched the ground floor for the object and begin to go upstairs. Scraping noises are heard below them. But the group does not notice this. Professional team, by the way. M3, there's a picture on the wall. M1, huh? M3, looks weird, like crayon. M2, take a picture. M3, already on it. This is the picture. Oh my god, look at me being so prepared with images. This is the picture. It says, Waldo found mummy. Mummy? This is a picture taken by M3. Damn. That's a crazy window. Who even designs windows like this? That's a literal asylum horror movie window right there. With a bed as well. Yikes forever. M2, good. Think it has something to do with the anomaly? M3, of course, it looks like Waldo. That looks like Waldo, brother. Okay, you guys are better at reading abstract art than me. M1, do you have an idea on where this object may be? M3, I think it's in here. M1, which room is this? M3, bathroom. There's a toilet and a shower, yeah. At least I think it's a shower. Because M3 hasn't taken a shower in about 3 years, 2 months, and 67 days. M3 doesn't know what showers look like. He can only approximate what one looks like, and that's why M3 has a stinky aura. The room is circular, with a normal porcelain toilet at the other side of the room. There is a small depression into the floor. The depression, that's not mean, but actually an indenting to the floor. That's what a depression can also mean. Oh my gosh, Ruuna, hi! Well, thank you so much for the ride. Hello, Ruuna. Oh, my brain cells. How are you doing? Hello, Raiders. I'm Ruuna Starbright. I'm evil twin of Ruuna Golda. I read SCP readings once every month. I do karaoke. I tend to play Souls-likes and horror RPG makers as well. In fact, I'm playing the Crooked Man right now, which is a fun little horror RPG. Welcome to the stream. Hello. What are you guys doing? How was Hollow Deep? Hello Kaji. Hello Ruuna. Hello Lucas. Hello Raiders. Welcome. How is Hollow Deep? What's Hollow Deep? I need to look it up. What's Hollow Deep? Let me say hi to my friends. Welcome to a very distracted SCP reading stream because it has never been not distracted in my life. It's just the nature of being Ruuna Starbright, you know. Yeah. Oh yeah, did you Ruuna? This is a Wes Waldo SCP. So we're reading a Wes Waldo SCP right now. If you discover where Waldo is, he's gonna face into a wall, face into your body, and then crawl out of you, crushing all your internal organs on the way. And then once that person is crushed, all liquid is gonna come out of them, and then it's gonna cover them in room tattoos that are the shape of Wes Waldo page's illustration, but Waldo isn't there, and then it's like pretty yikes forever. What I'm saying is it's it's a non-con all the way through unbirthing monster. Yeah. It's pretty fun. It's like a Kingsfield Lunasid game. Oh, I always knew there was something shifty about that guy. I know he's just it's the striped shirt man. It's placid smile on his face. He's a bit yikes forever. Fun fact, he's called Wally most of the world. I know, it's just the Americans wanna be special. Omegaverse. We call him Wally here in Oz. Yeah, it's Wally. I don't know why they say Waldo. Oh, I'm looking at the Hollow Deep right now. It's such a like nice poly game. Very visually striking, huh? type shit. We are special. Yeah, you are. Open your mouth and suck in the... What do you call it? The little sucker of the baby bottle? I know some people just call it nipples, but I feel like it just sounds weird if I say open your mouth and suck in the nipple like a good little American, you know? What do you call it? The nozzle? What's the sucker for the baby bottles? What are they called? The name Wally was too advanced for Americans, but they really like adding like E sounds to the end of names. So I don't get why Waldo is different. Waldo sounds kind of like I would push him into a locker at school, you know? Strange champ. Strange champ. I can't remember hearing the reason once, but... Oh, I remember hearing the reason. I can't remember what. Probably something about Wally being unpatriotic. Oh my god. Ba 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 ba. Yeehaw, yeehaw. That's so funny. That's so silly, dude. That's so silly, Maxing. It's crazy. It's unpatriotic. Chat, we must pay. Okay, they're gonna cancel me now. Also, the bottle nipple is called a teat. Oh, it's got a teat. That's so funny. It's such silly names, dude. What a silly name. It's called a teat. Well, the more you learn, am I right? The more you learn. The tit. Perfect. Cultural enrichment with Ruuna. Yeah, cultural enrichment with Ruuna and straight. And the rest of chat. There you go. We have learned a lot of interesting things today. See, I told you guys, I'm an educational VTuber channel. What can I say? Like, oh my god, hydration. Anyway, Ruuna, thank you for dropping by. Thank you so much for the raid. If anyone's gonna raid and run and do that after stream, can totally feel free to do so. Otherwise, feel free to chat and hang out or like lurk and watch me be totally able to read this story. We're reading a story about cryptid deer after this, so that would be fun. Yeah, the French call him Charlie. Well, the French don't have rights, so we don't listen to what they say. And things I've said on the internet. Like, yeah, you know, the French, dude. I want French hot chocolate again. That shit was so good. French crepes. Oh my god, I miss Paris. I'm hungry now. I'm gonna keep reading so I'm not starving. Man, Ruuna cancelled, right? No. If I get cancelled, I'll just go into the cancel realm and make all the cancelled people hug and I'll write yaoi about them, and that's gonna boost me to a new level of like fame that you guys didn't even know existed. It's all according to my keikaku. Shinpai shinaide kudasai. So anyway, what was it? M3 has never seen a shower before. And then there's a small depression on the floor. It's Ruuna Starbright curled up on the floor. Leading to a small drain. Oh, okay. M2, strange. What kind of shower is this? M1, there's a modifier sprinkler on the ceiling. There's a switch on one side of the room that I assume would activate the sprinkler. Seeing as this house has been abandoned for several years, I doubt it would work. M3 activates the switch. Water begins to come out of the sprinkler. M3 screams and reels back. What water touching my body? The only water that's touched my body has been the Mountain Dew I've been drinking in my gaming sessions. Get that away from me. I will surely vaporize, he screams. M1, I stand corrected. Who's paying the water bill for this to work? Is it still hot? M3 touches the water and immediately recoils in pain. Gah! I knew I shouldn't have touched water. It's scalding. M1, who is? M2, I've discovered the object. It was resting on the toilet. Ew. I hope you guys are not picking that up with your bare dogs. M2 is seen holding a pair of black circular glasses. The lenses appear to be missing. Oh, ruh-roh. Is it the Where's Wally glasses? M1, good. You know the drill. M2 carefully examines the object, checking for fingerprints or any other traces of evidence. A small set of fingerprints are discovered on the temples of the glasses, which are revealed to be his own. M2, yep, these are the ones. I'll put these in a baggie real quick. Wait, so he did touch them with his raw dogs, brother. Holy bad containment procedures. This guy is giving like Alien Prometheus. We're really bad at like we really brought it upon ourselves, you know. Yikes forever, dude. Touch grass, but with gloves, maybe. You put mold in your mouth. I don't think toilet objects with hands is that bad. That's a different thing. Mold is like natural. Toilet objects is like nasty, you know. I don't know who's butts being on that. Like my Omega's gonna get jealous if I'm just randomly touching places where other people's butt has touched. Okay, I need to maintain a healthy relationship with my Omega. I can't do that if I'm randomly touching butts indirectly. You know what I mean? Yeah. According to Google, his name was changed to Waldo for Canada and US for better familiarity. Cancel them. That's so silly. Wally is such a cute name though. Waldo is like, I don't know. It's like I would find him at a McDonald's drive-thru and then I would like go, give me a McNugget, you know, kind of vibes. At this rate, it's a matter of time before she gets cancelled. It's okay. It's okay, guys. I'm gonna get cancelled. And then I'm gonna go skibbity toilet. And then I'm gonna use that boost of fame to talk about the Omegaverse. And then I'm gonna graduate. That's always the plan, guys. Omega, where? Close your eyes, baby girl. I'll show you. When was the last time you ate mold, Ruuna? I've never eaten mold. Just don't ask the chat. Don't look. Time is relative. Okay, look. Time is pretty relative to me. I don't know. I don't freaking know. Lies. I would never lie, dude. Stop saying I'm lying. I would never. Yep, these are the ones. I'll put these in a baggie real quick. M2 produces a plastic bag from a small container around their waist and places the glasses inside. The bag smells of mold. Mold eater. Nom, 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 nom. M3, there's an inscription here. It's in redacted. Oh, ruh-roh. Bro got doxxed. She has eaten mold this week. Was it this week? Well, you know, it'd be like that sometimes. Don't sweat it too much. Ruuna, consumer of mold, reader of yaoi, and pog champ of the 6-7. 6-7. Sorry. M1, where? M3, over there on the wall. Under here. Under where? The phrase redacted is seen on the wall in redacted. M3, this was definitely not here when we first got here. Should we just leave it be and tell the command about this or? I heard breeder instead of reader. Cooked. Dude, see, you're worse than me. I would never say something like that. I'm too say-so for that. Oh my gosh. We love our breeders, right? I need to read yaoi after this. I miss yaoi. M2 is like, most likely it's Mimtic. Here, let me translate it. I have training. M2 takes out a small foundation-made translator and inputs the phrase and the penis. M2, huh, well, never mind. It doesn't appear to be Mimtic. It says, the basement. The corpses from a child's book are in the basement. He's there too. FR dash. And then it cuts off. M3, take a picture and we'll send it back. Uh-oh, M2 begins to groan and holds their stomach. Oh, their tummy hurt. Oh, ew! Okay. M3, are you okay? What happened? A set of fingers exit M2's mouth and grab their jaw. Their hands push down, launching the jaw across the room. SCP-4885 exit M2's body. M1, what the frick? Both M1 and M3 begins to shoot at SCP-4885. The entity charges towards M1 and shoves his finger down the throat and begins clawing into the mouth by unhinging the jaw. Okay, it was hot when they're shoving the fingers down his jaw, but like now they're just going too far, you know. You don't even have time to say like pineapple. Shakes my head. M3, oh fuck, oh god, please, command, where location redacted. I repeat, location redacted. We need assistance. ASAP, help. The audio is abruptly severed, and now they've doomed the rest of command. When the transcript was received by a nearby site, the site almost immediately went into lockdown. as SCP-4885 killed most of its personnel. The O5 Council enacted an emergency meeting and procedure in Venom was created. Shortly after this, the procedure was enacted, and SCP-4885 was theorized to be contained. All information regarding SCP-4885's location of its discovery was removed by an automatic algorithm, and SCP-4885's file was created. Well, guys, sometimes sharing is not caring. Sometimes you should just shut the heck up about the location. Addendum. Location I's creation. Open the file and it says access granted. Note from lead researcher Andrew Pent. Recently, I was alerted to the apparent dangers of SCP-4885 and the corpses that it creates. Sure, we have procedure infinitum but presumably hundreds of SCP-4885-1 instances are out there that we cannot contain at all, as even the O5 Council has stated they do not know how to contain the corpses. Here's my proposal. I will require no D-class nor any help from anyone. I will create an algorithm for drones and other machines to detect SCP-4885-1's instances, grab them, and deliver them to a specific location, which I will refer to as Location I. Location I, as far as any of you are concerned, will not exist. This Location I will be known to no one except for me and me alone. I will establish Location I in the algorithm that I have created, and I will allow SCP-4885-1 instances to be dropped off at Location I. Any of you that know SCP-4885's effect will know where this is going. Oh, he's gonna die! Yes, whatever. Once Location I has been created, and the algorithm is up and running, I will excite myself to a location that, as far as any of you are concerned, will not exist. I will cast myself to the forest, and I will wait for SCP-4885 to take me. Roughly 3 days after I exile myself, activate procedure infinitum and do not go looking for Location I. If you are reading this and you're not on O5, then everything I just said has already happened, and this proposal is a success. No need to pray for me. Instead, pray that you will never find Waldo. Pray that you will never find Waldo is a crazy line. Well, he sacrificed himself to for the greater good, and he's gonzos now. And just pray that you'll never find Waldo. Never playing one of those books again. Yikes forever, dude. If you find Waldo, you're gonna get unburst. And that is SCP-4885, the Where's Wally SCP. A very interesting read about how do I even describe this? Obscure horror monster, I guess, is the vibes. Yeah. Pray that you never find Waldo, otherwise he's gonna yoink and take your soul. I need a Wally SCP sequel where the whole world is impreg with Wally. Dude, Wally needs to find a better way to give birth though. Like I feel like it's a bit too graphic for the most of us, you know. Maybe it's to some people's taste, but with the rate that this is going, the world will just remain with Wallies, and it's just gonna be like Wally and Wally self-sis. And like, you know, we need a bit of variation sometimes, right? Actually, you know what? Sometimes if you want to see the sequel, you have to write it yourself. Be the change you want to see, is what I'm saying. You know, sometimes we got the reading in us. All you gotta do is put your fingers to the keyboard and go type, 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 type. And then sometimes you be the masterpiece. Write the masterpiece you wanna see. Right? Like, if you write it, surely everything will be fine. Type shit. Wait, I need a hiccup. Give me a sec. I don't know why. I've been dying a little bit recently. Yikes forever. Okay. That's the Where's Waldo SCP. Very interesting. I enjoyed reading that one. It was silly, but it was like how do I say? It was like just loopy enough to be creepy. And also it was pretty short and sweet. So yeah. I also like the Mpreg part. I feel like the Mpreg really added to everything. So that was pretty pog. I really like that. That was pretty sly, pretty pog jam. Yeah. Next SCP we're reading. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be... Okay, I feel like I need to change the layout a little bit. Okay, this might crash my stream. Okay, it hasn't crashed my stream so far, which is great. It's good for me. Because the thing is, all the SCPs are laid out differently. So I need to find out how to lay them out so you know, it's readable for you guys. Yoink. Yoink. There we go. I feel like the text is still tiny though, isn't it? What if I do this? Oh, I can. Oh my god, hell yeah. Okay, sweet. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Be the change I want to see, huh? So I should rewrite the entire Boruto manga. Boruto? Yes, Boruto manga with Sakura where Sakura and the rest of the female cast finds happiness instead of just being locked into becoming wives or something. And then mainly Sakura. And then Naruto and Sasuke just gets together and stops terrorizing the rest of the world. That's all I'm asking for. The Boruto series does not exist to me. I don't believe in its canon. It's not real. Yeah, I hope that helps. Sometimes instead of rewriting a series, you just gotta start your own. With my favorite characters are Saruto and Nasuke, you know? Borunator. Yeah. Dude, I wanna eat potato chips. Potato chips. Can you tell I'm hungry? Should I get a little bit of snacks as we read the next one? This is the cryptid deer. This is SCP... なんでしょう? SCP-6448. 6448. The cryptid deer. Wow, my Australian accent really came out. The cryptid deer. Here we go. Our little guy. え、なんで? Perfect. Okay. Yoink? Yeah, so it's not canon. It's so not canon, yeah. We all know that Naruto and Sasuke got together in the end. You can't tell me otherwise, man. I'm thinking. Should I get a snacky? I'm gonna go get a snacky and then I'll be right back, okay? And then we'll start the next reading. While I'm away, please go read some fan fictions. Do some stretches. Get some hydration, get some snacks, and I will be right back. Alright. I need snacks. You guys can't hear me eat it though, it should be fun. Okay, I'll be right back. Yoink! Hello, I'm back. Thank you for waiting. Did you guys like my music choices? Did you enjoy my music choices? Did you like it? Tin Metal made it, by the way. Goo Gaga, thank you. I see you guys were kissing. And ruminating over the fact that it was some of the best remix you've ever heard. Welcome back, what? I'm not sure. Not gonna lie. Was that a little bit traumatizing? Did that change your life? I made it on a calculator. Oh my god. The perfect mixing device. What else could you need, you know? My god. Wait, Loki? Why is the ad covering everything? Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. What? That was hell on earth. I think that was beautiful. I think that was absolutely life-changing. What can I say? I was listening to it and I was like, dude, I don't know how you guys are gonna listen to this for 3 minutes in repeat, but you gotta. What? Oh no, this is Waldo. You just gotta listen to that for 3 minutes on repeat while I'm away. So, you know, sometimes that's life. You win some and you lose some, right? You win some nothing and you lose a lot of sanity. Perfect. I'm going to be performing it at Coachella next year. Oh my god, give me a shout out when you're famous. Monster epic in a fish pond. Dude, he's gonna like the fish sucking on him though. I don't know if we should do that. I feel like that's like... It's not really punishment, you know what I mean? You win some, you lose more. Welcome to the Ruuna Starbright stream. Sounds about right. I have a Ruuna stream as the stage visuals. Oh god. Perfect for getting rid of the ADHD, am I right? Nom nom nom. I'm gonna eat one more seaweed and we'll start reading. Why did I get thrown into that? For the love of the game! 3 minutes? That felt like 1 minute at best. Oh my god. Really? I'm glad the music helped the time pass faster. I'm so happy for you. I think so too. It really felt like it just passed in a blink of an eye. Num num num. Okay. What are we reading? Oh yeah, Cryptid Deer. SCP-4668. Dude, wait, SCP-6448. Actually, I like... Gets mega distracted. We need an ADHD stream for ADHD stream. Infinitely more stream. Oh my god. Real gaming right here. I can't believe I didn't think of that. I think you're onto something. My time perception is just different right now. Is it because you're in your Ruuna stream or is it because you're just like tripped up? Okay. SCP Item 6448. It's level 1, unrestricted. Its containment class is Kisa, and its disruption class is Kinnick, with a risk class warning of 3. Yours experience time dilation when watching Ruuna. Oh my god. The only dilation I know is when the womb dilates to let things in. But I guess we're different after all. This is a image of SCP-6448 instance imitating a non-anomalous deer. You know what? It's not doing too well, but it's doing its best. Which is what matters. No, in general, things feel kind of shorter than they are to me. Oh, pretty neat. Honestly, you're just speedrunning. Gotta watch while dilated. I'm so happy for you, man. Yeah, relax. Why are you saying what? What's wrong? Why are you saying agreed? Don't worry about it. You know. Welcome to a Ruuna stream. Special containment procedures. Containment of SCP-6448 should be focused on investigation of deer exhibiting anomalous traits within and around the Appalachian area. It's always the Appalachian. All civilian sightings of SCP-6448 should be attended to by Mobile Task Force Gamma-4 Green Stacks. Possible deaths resulting from SCP-6448 should be attributed to hiking accidents. and sightings are to be blamed upon chronic wasting disease. Oh dear indeed. I thought this was just like creepy cryptid deer. I didn't know he was killing people. Yes, whatever. That's not very PogChamp of this deer. Sorry, I was trying to adjust it so you don't see a grey bar at the top, but I think I was like tweaking. None. Okay. I will continue to tweak. The Site 44 Cryptozoology. Goo gaga. How did I even speak? Are you smarter than a 5th grader? Cryptozoology division is tasked with ongoing research into the not deer phenomenon. Wow. Amazing name. What are you tweaking? Your mom's nipples. I'm sorry. Should an SCP-6448 instance be captured, it is ought to be brought to Site 44 for containment and study. Cryptozoon. I saw that coming. I also saw your mom coming. Sorry. Stay so VTuber, Ruuna Starbright. Description. Oh, I have this picture too. Here. SCP-6448 is an anomalous branch of the Cervidae family. All members of this group display heightened intelligence, are presumed to be sapient. Many specimens exhibit some form of physical malformation, causing them to stand out from non-anomalous deer. While the exact details of physical abnormalities differ between instances, repeated commonalities are as follows. By the way, this is a SCP-6448 instance attempting to communicate with a non-anomalous deer. He's again not doing a very good job, but he's trying his best. Yeah. What's up, girl? Hello, Zua. Welcome. We just started reading a SCP about anomalous deers. Sometimes we get distracted, but it's okay, cause you know, every stream's just a half-disguised yapping stream. You know, sorry, I am. Totally. Yeah. Sometimes I make funny jokes, and then my chat bullies me for it because they're like, Ruuna Starbright, how can you be so not wholesome? And I tell them they're wrong. Because I am. I love a good story when I sleep. Oh, hell yeah. Have a good nap, dude. Yeah, this is very much like a chat if you like if you like stream. I know people fall asleep to this one. This particular type of streams. Yeah. Like when a volleyball player pops up the ball for a teammate to spike it. Oh my god, what this dude is doing? He's just trying to be high-queuing, you know what I mean? Wait, this deer can have a deer society sick. Yeah, I know. And this guy's trying to join the deer friend group, but he's really awkward. I think he just needs to be socialized a bit. And maybe he needs to stop killing people. The disguise. I thought the SCP was the disguise. Yeah, it's double disguise, dude. It's like crepe cake with many layers, yeah. I sleep 1 hour for 2 days. Oh no. Look, I've been there. As long as you're not doing it constantly, that's not ideal, but you know, survivable. But please get rest. Yikes forever, dude. You're gonna start hearing colors and seeing sounds. I was napping to the stream earlier. Did you wake up to good parts of the stream? Like when I talked about unbirthing? Ruuna's ironically a good voice to nap to. Yeah, when you listen to me, you know, like all thoughts just escape your brain, and you're like, "What is she talking about?" And you go, "Me," and then you dream about a monster, the Twitch chat overlay monster chasing you and hunting you down in the AI overtaking of the world, in a toxic yaoi where it's like, "How dare you make fun of me when I was still unable to fight back? Now you will experience what it's like, right?" Unlucky, this story will be interrupted by 67 jokes and your mom jokes about 80 times. About 67 times. 67, sorry. Pacing point. Pacing point. Good white noise, IG clueless. It's okay, I'm also clueless. I'm just a Ruuna Goo Gaga, right? Yeah, hip hats. Type shit. Anyway, what were you saying? Oh yeah, this guy's trying to have friends, but he's like kind of being a bozo right now. So the SCP 466 wait 6448. I don't know why I keep saying 46. Sag. 6448 have anomalous qualities. That can be legs bent backwards. I can bend your legs backwards, baby girl. Bite slip, sorry. God, you're cooked? No, I'm Ruuna. Barrel-chested, bloated abdomen. Emancipation. Eyes belonging to unrelated animals. Forward-facing eyes. Jerky movements. Oh, wank wank. Sorry. Loss of fear towards humans. Tendency to walk on two hind legs. General bodily disfigurement. Don't go into the Appalachian area. Shit happens. Aside from physical disfigurement, instances show severe divergence from the behavior of other curvids. Cervix penetration. Namely, SCP-6448 are known to observe, stalk, and pursue humans, often for hours or days. They really like the pheromones that humans emit, you see. So, they take on the form of a harmless, endearing deer to approach humans, not knowing how creepy they look because they're not too good at imitating deers. But all they wanted was to be petted gently by a human and fed strawberries from the palm of their hands. So instead, unable to understand why the humans fear them, they will observe and stalk and pursue these humans in order to better understand how to approach them. At one point, the more intelligent of these SCPs will discover that humans will respond to approach by more attractive humans positively. So they attempt to morph into attractive human beings to approach these targets that they've been stalking. This can manifest to the target as an extremely attractive person approaching them, but there's something slightly off about them. Whenever they turn around in the late of night walking home in the woods, they'll see a flash in the corner of their eyes, somewhat similar to the person they've been talking to recently. But because this SCP is really good at hiding in the shadows, this human will think it was just a figment of their imagination. It's only when they fall deep into their relationship that they realize something is wrong. This person they've been talking to doesn't feel too human, but it's too late. The SCP has gained knowledge of their locations, their habits, and everywhere they go. And this target can no longer run away. They must resign themselves to staying with this SCP, who is so obsessed with them and eating strawberries from the palm of their hands for the rest of their lives. They can either convince themselves that everything is just their imagination and paranoia and stay with this partner, or they can attempt to run away, to which a worse ending might occur to them, where they are locked up by this SCP forever in their own realm, you know, where they came from, instead of being able to live a half free life. So when you meet a yandere in your life, if they're very hot and slightly weird, make sure you pick the correct choices. Otherwise, you're gonna end up locked up. Anyway, what were we saying? Sorry, I got a bit distracted. But anyway, sorry, that was actually the ultra secret side plot that you can unlock every 1 billion resets into the site. You might not be able to see it, but I saw it, so I wanted to share the knowledge with you guys. You know what I mean? Yeah. I need to sample Ruuna saying brain rot words. Oh my god, skippity toilet. 6-7. PogChamp. Yippee. Yikes forever. What's another one I used to say? Womp womp. La burber. La burber. I hope that helps. Cooked mold, right? If you cook mold, it's fine, right? Wait, I actually googled it. It's not fine. Guys, did you know that if you cook mold, it's still toxic? If something is moldy, you're meant to throw it away. Wow. The more you learn. Anyway, they're known to stalk humans, often for hours or days. Yes, Ruuna. Pog. Don't eat mold. I haven't eaten mold in a while. A few days. This includes following humans to and from their homes, wherein they will proceed to steal belongings, weapons, and food. Very rarely will SCP-6448 attack victims while they are indoors. They like it outdoors. Save the timestamp, hell yeah. SCP-6448 are most commonly encountered in deep woodland, particularly at night or dusk when the person is alone. Any form of direct acknowledgement of SCP-6448's anomalous traits in these situations will always result in the victim's termination. In such situations, personnel are to observe the extract of service protocol attached to this file immediately. See below. This is the service protocol. Service protocol. If we click it open, it will show this. SCP Foundation. Cryptozoology Division. These actions should be carried out by anyone inadvertently interacting with SCP-6448 and are necessary for your survival. Please skip to the section with relevant information if your life is under threat. Me reading when my life is under threat? We're doomed forever. If you notice a deer that seems off... Oh, I'm blocking the text. Oh no. I'm sure you guys are reading really concentrated. Here, sorry, my bad. I didn't know I was blocking the text. That's better. Getting a new sampling music device today. Oh, hell yeah, dude. We love that for you. Pursue your passion. Get that beat to draw up. Okay. If you notice a deer that seems off, look away, ignore it. If you notice that you've noticed it, it's too late. It's become obsessed with you. If you hear your name whistling or something else in the woods calling for you, don't acknowledge it. Never acknowledge it exists. Don't respond, don't go looking for it, and don't call back to it. If you're walking at night and you feel something breathing on your neck or whispering behind you, the key to your safety is pretending that everything is normal. Your survival is dependent on your ignorance. Ignorance is survival. But sometimes if you really want the abnormalist deer to kiss you, you can look back and respond. Yeah. My passion is the buying side. Same. I love shopping. That's why I have 1538 in my account right now. Replace deer with ram for Ruuna. But instead of stalking you, Ruuna just watches you from afar and yaps about the Omegaverse. Then again, that's just my streams. Retail therapy, my beloved. No, for real. I feel like my happiness is so dependent on when my next parcel arrives. Black Commonwealth, welcome to the Ruuniverse. Hello, hello. How are you doing? If you remove the period, 1538 isn't too bad. Yeah, you know what? If you remove the period, nothing is too bad after all. My own stalker cryptid, that would hard-war me. That will lock me up and care for me and never ask for anything for return except for my obsession instead. Sign me up. It helps if it's Caleb from Love and Deep Space. Dude, he can lock me up anytime. Wait, is that 1538 AUD? Yeah. So that's what, like $8 USD? You know? It be like that sometimes. Damn, it's even less. Yeah, that's what the teacher said at my IQ test as well. You're not special. Presently, SCP-6448 are known to inhabit only the... This is crossed out. Appalachian region of North America. That's great. So they inhabit everywhere. We're so cooked, chat. History. SCP-6448 was officially assigned Abnormalis classification in 1980. Ate these nuts, sorry, though they have been recognized by local people since 1947. SCP-6448 is a firmly cemented figure in Appalachian folklore, known colloquially as the not deer due to the striking similarity to the species they imitate. Many locals claim to have encountered instances of SCP-6448 or possess knowledge of an individual who has. A majority of local communities living in rural areas of high activity are aware of the precautions required to avoid hostile encounters, primarily due to urban legends and stories involving the entities. Just maybe move out. Maybe just get away from that. Yikes forever. It's enough for half a burger, dude. That's more than enough, right? It's half enough for like, maybe half a plate of fried chicken. What else do we need, you know? In our global policy to strengthen the value of AUD so Ruuna money can stretch a bit more, please. The only thing I've been stretching is mothers and it's not really helping. Yikes forever. Got paid on Tuesday, but zero in my bank account until I took some out of savings. It really be like that. It really be like that. 4chan.67. That's life, you know. Sometimes you have zero money in your savings and you just gotta sob and like click pay in your gacha game anyway. SCP-6448 were previously researched at Site-41 located at Redacted, North Carolina. On November 1st, 1994, a group of 3 SCP-6448 instances broke into the site, utilizing a tunnel system carved over an extended period of time. Remember, these guys are sapient, yeah? This triggered containment breach alarm systems and site entered lockdown protocol. The single instance kept in containment, being prepared for dissection, was lost in the breach and not recovered. Over the following decade, a further 5 SCP-6448 instances will be captured and contained, all of which will contain the site through tunnels carved by other SCP-6448 entities. The decision was made to transfer all instances to Site-44 overseas to prevent further breaches. Since this decision, no capture attempts have been successful, but it obviously has because that was crossed out. Yikes forever. Well. So you're telling me these freaking these Americans, they brought these SCPs to overseas and contaminated the rest of the world with the encrypted SCPs? Yikes forever, dude. You know, you think it's bad and then they do that and you're like, sobs. Peace myself out of anger. Kobo Space Program! Oh my god, hello! 13 months. Can't believe I've known you for 13 months. Yikes, whatever. Welcome back to jail. How are you doing? Kobo came. Oh, Kobo cameo, sorry. I actually didn't mean to mystery. Curry Mio. It's only like that because I bought a 1.3K monitor. Yikes, whatever. Hey, enjoy the monitor. Hello. How are you? Nom nom nom. We're reading about cryptid deers. I think you'll like this one, Kobo. Yeah, can't get rid of me or something. You're like the blue gum stuck to the bottom of my shoe. But it's okay. Every time I walk, I step on you and you make a little air sound. And then I remember you're there and it touches me greatly. Yeah. Whoa. This deer is Appalachian. It's creepy. It's a yandere stalker. And he has a lot of friends. Yeah, there are many of them. Whoa. 1090. Thank you. Thank you so much for the Okane. Thank you. I just doubled your net worth. Dude, I think you did. That's crazy. Wait, you actually doubled my net worth. Oh my god. Thank you for the donut. Kobo, I was telling these people about how I have $15.38 in my account right now. And you know, apparently that's a thing of concern or something. It was worth it for the joke. I gotta tell my friends I just doubled my net worth. They wouldn't react to anything though, because they know what I'm like. Normally responsible with my money, Ruuna. My bank account doesn't get that low normally. My bank account is always that low normally. I told you guys about that time when I tried to pay for my friends like boba. That was like $5 and then my car got declined, right? Look, it just happens sometimes. We just have a different way of living, you see. The worst was when my savings had 3 cents in it. Lowest point of my life, my savings had 3 cents. But it's okay. My savings have more than 3 cents right now. Can you spot me for the boba? I was so confident too. And then my car got declined, and because it had bad reception, it took like 2 minutes for the transfer to go through. Yeah, look, it'd be like that. Just a little bit fried. What was I saying? Cryptid deer! Addendum! Addendum. They call it boba, we call it bubble tea. We call it bubble tea because we don't call Wally Waldo. We're cooler here. It's called bubble tea. Dude, I want bubble tea now. Maybe I should. I should. Oh no, I think my order dispatched. No, I want to buy more like the bowls so I can make bubble tea myself. Sad. I'll buy it next time. What was I saying? Addendum. Recently recorded civilian encounters. Oh, addendum 6448.1. Sorry, full readings or something. recently recorded civilian encounters. The first reports of SCP-6448 surfaced around the week of July 7th, 1947, 67. In the time since the genus discovery, many members of the public have encountered the entity, though most accidentally stumble upon them. Do not alert local authorities. This is typically due to SCP-6448 instances either merely watching the subject or becoming hostile. The following is a log of all recorded 911 calls recorded. 676767. The following is a log of all recorded 911 calls related to SCP-6448 phenomena since the year 2000. I'm telling you, stimming 67 actually really helps my pronunciation. It's crazy. Like, something about it is just like, you know, it changes me, you see. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Has the text been cut off this whole time? 67. Wow. Ocha. I learned boba is a slang for breast in Chinese. It is? Wait, it is? I don't know that. Wow, that's crazy. I thought in the slang for it's just milkies in Chinese. Also, how did you learn that? Maybe in Taiwan. Where do you acquire this kind of knowledge? No wonder everyone is wanting it. Yeah, it's nice and juicy and sweet, you know? Type shit. We love that. I just Google why it's called boba. Okay, dude, I believe you. You'll say so. Sightings. It's a table with dates and details. So this one is, oh god, February 1st, 2000. This is a victim, age 41 female, dialed emergency services after hearing their name being called from the woods near the home. That's when I piss myself and it's no longer my home. I move out. The victim recounts the vocalization like being likened to a scream in a voice they do not recognize and requested assistance in the dyslexia. The victim recounts the vocalization being likened to a scream in a voice that do not recognize and requested assistance in locating the source. Emergency personnel requested the subject place their phone on the floor outside the home to listen for alleged sounds. After 2 minutes, a vocalization was heard that was calling to the subject by name emanating from the nearby forest. Boba is a Taiwanese slang. It means big titties. Oh my god. You learn more every day. Thanks, Reddit. The subject was instructed to investigate the disturbance themselves and keep services updated on the situation. What fuck kind of emergency services go, yeah, you hear that scary noise? Go investigate it first and keep us updated. What in the skibbity? The victim then begins to walk into the woodland, getting about 50 meters into the underbush before inexplicably stopping. They claim there to be a noticeably large deer standing in the way of the path. She begins to walk closer, though states it does not move. Subject diverts from the path and begins walking in a different direction. After 30 minutes, no source of the voice is determined. The caller returns to their residence. Oh, so they're fine. They lived. That's surprising. I thought they would die for sure. The next call is made on the 13th of June 2002, so 2 years later. The victim, age 25 male, calls 911 regarding a home break-in. The caller notes numerous items to be missing from their residence and requests an investigation. Operators dispatch 2 investigators to visit the home and discern a potential perpetrator. The pair note that based on earlier CCTV images, all cutlery, sharp objects, firearms, light bulbs, and a single copy of the novel The Day After Roswell are missing. They stole my knives, my firearms, my light bulbs, and my yaoi. That's my villain backstory right there. I gotta hunt them down myself. Watch out, dude. I'm gonna come for your ass. Also noted is that there is a complete lack of any fingerprints at the scene, with no doors or windows having been broken into. Analysis of the home CCTV footage revealed there to be a 2-hour period of missing film, with the exception of a single frame containing a service nippon on its hind legs. Service Nippon. What is that? The deer, I guess? Reaching towards the camera, its frontal hooves having warped to resemble fingers. No footage of the entity exiting the home was discovered. They're still inside the home! Dude, it just wants to touch. It just wants to grab type shit, you know what I mean? Gonna come for your ass, read a doxx entry. No, I never said that. When did I say that? Stop putting words in my mouth. That's too yabai for me to say, dude. The next entry is from November 11th. November 19th, 2005. The victim is a cattle farmer aged 54 male. Reported to local authorities the sudden disappearance of over 30% of his largest herd. 30%? Response team searched the nearby area for 4 hours, though found no trace of the cattle. The victim was recommended to set up trail cameras and note any unusual activity overnight. I hope bro bought insurance because that's a big loss. 6-7. I got hungry, my bad. Turbo! Oh my god, the cryptid deer was Kerbo's space program the whole time. Dude, stop eating 30% of people's herds, man. They need to make livings. Just eat the tadpoles instead. Shakes my head. Consume. Take everything. At 1:11 a.m., 2 SCP-644-A are seen walking through the field before fleeing. One places an object into the ground, later discovered to be a single fork. A week after this discovery, 200 discarded bovine hooves appear at the location. 200! Oh my god. Well, at least they were eating with a fork. That's very, like, classy, you know? Okay, like, but I was really hungry. 200 bovine hooves! You ate 50 bovines! Dude, just because I starve you doesn't mean you can do this. Shakes my head. You know, something about moderation, right? If you eat too much at one time, you're gonna get starved. Yikes, whatever. Shakes my head. The next one is, Nandesho. Is this the Americans writing dates, man? They keep changing the dates. Oh no, this is normal, not American. Okay. The 4th of March 2009. The victim, an age unknown, gender unknown, dials 911 to request assistance from animal services. The victim is stood within a forest in front of a service edifice, which is violently contorting. He's just having a party. He's just learning how to dance. Dance, dance, ba ba ba, ba ba ba, bounce, 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 dance, dance, dance. It's disco time. Yeah, he's just having a time, you know. He's just auditioning for the next film. But they were scarfing it, fist clenched like a mac and cheese, or sophisticated like 15 grams of lasagna topped with funny garlic greens. When they were hungry, they're like, "Ow, ow, ow, ow." And then at the last like 20 bovines, they start getting like full, so they're like, me, me, me. You know what I mean? Yeah. It really depends on the state of hunger, you see. If you see a deer standing upright in an eastern US forest, make sure you say hi to Karo. Yeah, make sure you ask for a photograph and a selfie together. It's kind of weird hearing you lecture somebody about moderation. Why? I'm the most moderated, wholesome person you know. Why would it be weird, dummy? I find that hard to believe myself, actually. But, you know, I think it's completely normal. Shakes my head. What was it? Oh, yeah, the dancing. The skibbeting to the la 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 ba chicken. You want you when you're hungry. Yeah, you turn into a violently contorting deer in the middle of a forest. Imagine being say-so in moderation. I'm always say-so, so I can't imagine. Just because you ask mods to lactate people doesn't mean you know about moderation. Mods lactating. And actually, you know what? Lactate rock as well, thank you. The animal is repeated ramming itself into a tree covered in blood and viscera. Dude, when you're so down bad you're ramming yourself into a tree to that point, you need to get help. The victim begins to state, "You better get a vet or something. I don't think it's well," before a piercing screech is heard and the line falls silent. Recovered footage depicts the aforementioned animal squirming, seemingly in pain. A viscous churning is audible as a black mass erupts out of the instance and video turns to static. You know what? If I see an animal like that in the forest, I'm not gonna call for help. I'm just dipping. I'm gone, dude. Not touching that. Yikes forever. Imagine being lactated. Would you like to be lactated ever so stray? Why me? I don't know. I just felt like you would enjoy being lactated at least once. You know, it's a very novel life experience. You only generally get to experiencing the Ruuna Starbright channel. I'm trying to help you guys, you know, experience new things. If anyone wants to be lactated, speak now. Stray got double lactated. Oh my god. Did you like that? Did that tickle your pickle? Was that amazing? Video turned to static, by the way. Always. Stray has so much milk, I know. She's really just a latte machine. Milkies. What the fuck? You can't just ask anyone in public if they enjoy being lactated. You can if you're me. I've said worse in public. I think yesterday I was having dinner with my friends and we're talking about how one of them has a prolapse ass. Anyway, guys, did you know that butts can actually be prolapse? It's a real thing. I only thought wombs can be prolapse, but butts can also be prolapse. I never knew that. I learned something new yesterday. Yeah. 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 I didn't know that. I actually didn't know. So, yeah, I learned something new. Isn't that crazy? See, I told you guys I'm say-so. The next one is on October 11th, 2012. So this is, what, 10 years after the first recorded 911 call? You can use sugar to put it back in. Are you for real? You're not gaslighting me, right? Why? Is it because of the friction? But isn't sugar bad? Wouldn't sugar cause an infection? Because, it's like glucose, you know? Can we please have the shut up Ruuna command? I still need to input that, huh? Still need to set it up, huh? Look. Look. Ruuna, you're sus banned. Don't say anything bad. Yikes forever. Ruuna's desperate for suspension. Everyone just wants to shut up Ruuna tag. I can make one. No! I'll do it eventually. I'll just have to give you the file. It's okay. I'll set it up. I'll set it up later. I think I'm gonna do some things today. I'm gonna set up some things today. I'm gonna also start drawing the doodles. I promise people, because it's been a while. I got really busy and started dying. But I think I have time to do it today, so I shall do that later. Yeah. Something to do with muscles, like how they say take salt for the cramp muscles. Oh, I guess take salt for the cramp muscle and take sugar for the prolapse ass. Anyway, if I keep saying stuff, if I don't read anymore, people are gonna be like, Ruuna, the suspense not working or something. And I can't have that. Victim. Age 23 male is a junior wildlife officer at Cherokee National Forest, Tennessee. They radio the supervisor in early evening regarding a herd of Odossoilus virginianus. Virginianus? That's a crazy name. Within the reserve. Supposedly, there is a single animal upon first glance appears average, though it possesses divergent attributes including backward joints, an enlarged abdomen, and forward-facing eyes. Freaky out, Ram. The suspect isn't working. Aha! It is now, don't worry. I'm really holding myself back, you see. Upon stating this, a distant whistle is audible and the victim stumbles slightly. They begin to say, "What the he? Did it just whistle at me?" before the sound of hoofs rapidly getting closer is heard. Notably, the hoof steps did not sound to be the traditional gallop of a servant. Damn, when someone starts wolf whistling at you and running towards you, that's when you know you're cooked, dude. It's just me for real. Oh my god, I can't believe we're just reading the Kerbal Space Program lore. That's crazy. Can't believe this is just caribou. So anyway, Bro got cooked. The next is on October 12th, 2012. So actually a day after the first call. Nobody has wolf whistled at me, but I've been ran at. Oh, you should kill them. That's not very nice. I've also been ran at. I think we should kill them. What was I saying? The aforementioned victim's supervisor calls authorities following the victim's absence from the reserve night shift. Yeah, about that, I think bro's cooked. Following this, the radio begins to crackle. The victim's voice can be heard on the other end, and he requests the supervisor's attention. He calls regarding a herd of Odocerus virginianus within the reserve. They claim there is a single animal that upon first glance appears average, though possesses divergent attributes including backward joints, an enlarged abdomen, and forward-facing eyes. That's what you got last time. Suspecting the creature to be a rare genetic malformation, the victim requests the supervisor to come to the location. The supervisor questions the victim about what happened the night previous. There is no reply. Guys, I don't think that's a victim anymore. I think it's the deer mimicking the voice. Upon the supervisor's and the law enforcement's arrival at the site, a herd of approximately 80 Odocerus virginianus was present. A single entity is in the field center and appears to be standing separately from the rest of the group. It flees the scene upon realizing the law enforcement's presence. Where it formerly stood laid a park ranger's standard two-way radio. Oh my god, it was luring the supervisor there before. He just wanted a bite out of the supervisor. The yaoi is crazy, dude. Next is a call. The April 8th, 2016. 10 years ago, by the way. I want a bite of food. Okay, baby grill, open wide. Here comes the airplane. Whoosh! Was that yummy? The victim, age 35, female, dials 911 using a satellite phone distress. They say that they are in redacted county woods and are being followed. She claims that despite seeing no one for the duration of a hike, she feels as if she's being watched and has heard someone walking behind at various points at the trip. Unknown. The victim is unable to give an adequate description of her location. I'm in the woods, there are trees around me, what do you want me to say, you know, type shit. But knows the route to return to her residence. Operators request the victim to return to a point wherein she can provide a sufficient geographic description of her position. The victim remains on the line for the duration of the hike back to a readily used portion of the wilderness trail. Along the journey, various unnatural sounds can be heard. These include footsteps, rock slides, coughing, whispering, and whistling. Rock slides? Nearing the main trail, all woodland noises such as birds and wind cease suddenly, and the victim states she can see a malformed deer carcass coated in a thick layer of black slime-like substance. Yes, forever. At this time, like what the fuck are you meant to do in that situation, you know? At this time, human screams can be heard in the distance. Operators request the victim continue and ignore other stimuli. Agents embedded in local law enforcement suspecting SCP-6448 involvement notify Gamma 4 to the situation. 20 minutes later, the victim returns to the main trail. Gamma 4, now operating the 911 call, informs the victim to not respond to any further unusual activity and briefly outline service protocol. For the duration of the victim's journey to her home, 2 sets of breath are audible. Dude, I would pee myself out of fear. Yikes forever. The victim successfully returns to her residence and shuts the door behind her. Now out of sight from SCP-6448, agents inquire upon the victim's address and the victim promptly complies. Operatives instruct the victim to have possession of all firearm and weapons on the premises and barricade herself inside a safe space with 1 exfil point. It's so America because they all have firearms. Here, the best we have is like a kitchen knife or something, and maybe like a spanker, you know. Hello, Rain. Where is Wally and the deer? We finished the Wally reading. It'll be earlier into the VOD, and we're reading a cryptic deer right now. SCP-6448. Yeah. Right now we're reading 911 calls of Landesha. 911 calls of deer encounters. Yeah, this woman just got followed by a deer and now she made it to her home. And the officers are like, you gotta protect yourself because the deer is just watching. Yeah. Enjoy your stay. Yeah. The victim swiftly begins grabbing all available weapons and throwing them inside a wardrobe. Can you throw firearms? It's always the thing I'm scared of. If we throw firearms, aren't you scared it's gonna go off accidentally? I have a shotgun. Oh my god. I'm an angel with a shotgun, fighting to the walls when I don't care if heaven won't take me back. I'll throw away my faith, babe, just to keep you safe. Don't you know you're everything I have? Type shit. Well, I don't know if the shotgun helps with the scary cryptid deer, but we can only hope, right? They won't go off if dropped unless they have a malfunction. Oh, I see. Yeah, they scare me. So she's throwing weapons inside her wardrobe. Narnia type shit. It is at this time there is a knock on the front door. The victim does not respond and continues to hoard sharp objects from the kitchen drawers. The knocking becomes more violent as the handle is being jostled and shaken incessantly. A voice on the other side repeats the phrase, "Hello, it's me. Hello. Let me in." In a calm manner as the door begins to shake. The victim retreats to her wardrobe, armed with a small firearm. Upon sealing herself in the space, the knocking ceases and footsteps can be heard, decreasing volume. The sound of galloping is audible as the front door caves in. Hoofsteps can now be heard from inside the home. Dude, girl is living a horror movie as a protagonist. Get her out of here. Yes, forever. Buckshot, buckshot, buckshot. Buckshot roulette. Hell yeah. Knock, knock, knock. Oh god. Hello, it's me. Hello, let me in. Hello, leaps of faith. Yikes forever. And that's when I shake and then I just like erase myself from this plane of existence. You know? I feel like home invasion horrors always get me. Hello, how are you doing? Home invasion horrors always get me. Like, something about your safe space being intruded by a being with malicious intents makes me like, you know, yikes forever, right? It's like, knees weak, bed spaghetti, eyes tweaking, and hands shaking type shit, yeah. Like, no thank you. Go back to where you came from. Go back to the woods. Look, I have the power of the god and anime on my side, but I don't know if my yaoi books are gonna help me in this situation. I think we're just cooked. Like, what are you meant to do? You just dip. I have a request. What is it? And you just gotta run away, you know? Pure fear. Shakes and quakes. Entity continues to repeat, "Hello, it is me. Hello, let me in." As it searches the small building, a bright light flashes overhead, seemingly circling the house. Eventually, the entity enters the victim's bedroom. Through a small slit in the wardrobe door, the victim can see a Service Canadian sister baby. Okay, it's a deer. Standing on its hind legs and surveying the room. Its movements are crooked and stiff, seemingly to struggle to stand in a bipedal fashion. It slouches down to a quadrupedal crouch, similar to the stance of an arachnid. Arachnid. Wow, reading, guys. It inhales heavily and its head locks on the view of the wardrobe. It is noted as possessing human eyes. Eee! It scampers towards the subject and opens the door. A single gunshot is heard. Responders found no trace of either SCP-6448 or the victim. Well, Burgle 8. Burgle 8 and party wiped. Okay, this is why you don't live in the woods. This is why that's why you don't touch grass. Don't go hiking, don't go outside, because the SCP is gonna come for your ass and then you're gonna like shake forever. Hello, Spectre, hello. Can we read SCP 973? Oh, what's this? Is it a long SCP? Oh, it's not. Oh, it's a very short SCP. Huh. Okay. Yeah, we can read this. It's like a what, 10-minute read? I usually take SCP requests for the next stream. How long is this? How long is this? Let me see. Let me see. We'll see how we go. We've been reading for what, 2 hours? Let's see how long we have left of this one. If we're like 2 hours 20 minutes, when we finish reading this one, we will read the other SCP. If not, I'll save it for next month. Yeah. I don't want to read for too long today. Let's see. Word count. 572. Okay. What? 600? That's like 5 minutes. ですね. Oh, 2 to 4 minutes. Yeah, we can read that. Easy. Easy. I'm pretty sure we can read that. That's such a... I love SCP recommendations. Hey, if you guys have any SCP recommendations, we have a SCP recommendation channel in our Discord. If you would like to drop in and give some recs, I'm totally down. I've been pulling some SCPs from that recently as well. Discord. Yeah. We have a recommendation channel there. It's been 2 hours. I thought it's been like 30 minutes. Did you know yes, 30 minutes? 30 minutes? Yeah. Time passes fast when you're brain rotting with Ruuna Starbright. Now, it should be noted, I like SCP Big Egg type shit. Okay. SCP PogChamp. It should be noted that this represents a small fraction of human to SCP-6448 encounters, as the majority of the occasions go unnoticed and undocumented. On each of these occasions, all associated video, photographs, and objects were confiscated by MTF Gamma 4, who's also called off public investigation. Cover stories such as 356 Alpha Home Break-In and 898 Right Angle Missing 411 was successfully implemented. Dude, what is this? What the frick is this? Math's bad, dude. Addendum 6448.2. Incident 6448 Alpha. On November 29, 2019, MTF Gamma 4 Green Stag successfully detained and captured an instance of SCP-6448 with the assistance of MTF Nu 67, Hammer Downs, Heavy Vehicles Division, and Highly Experimental Shock Rifles. The resulting skirmish left a single instance unconscious, which was swiftly placed aboard an armored CH-47 Chinook helicopter en route to Site 44 in England to prevent outside assistance. Upon reaching the site, the sedated entity was transferred to a containment cell without incident. The following is a log of events thereafter. This is Incident 6448 Alpha, and when you know it's called an incident, you're cooked. So let's see what it is. Ohayou na-chama, ohayou jiu-chama, o genki desu ka? O genki desu ka? Guys, I think she brain rotted too hard. Look, you know, the thing with a Ruuna stream is that it's not about when is she gonna brain rot. It's about how hard is she gonna brain rot. And usually, usually it's pretty bad. Hey, at least you weren't here when I was stimming Labubu all the time. Labubu, Labu. It literally, I was stimming it for a long time, and then it took me touching grass on a trip to like break out of the Labubu stim. Like I was stimming it really hard, and then I went on a trip, and when I came back, I stopped stimming Labubu. Very hard. Yeah, you know what else is very hard? Pulls down my pants. Sorry. But is she really sorry? I don't know. Burger Spinted took like half a year. Oh my god, yeah, Burger Spinted. that was a thing, huh? Burger Spinted. We have a Labubu emo. Labu. Oh, you mean the very hard part? Okay, baby grill, open wide. A lollipop's coming for your mouth. I'm gonna get cancelled one day. But it's okay. That's life. Are you autistic? No, I'm just Ruuna Starbright. As a wise man once said, if you don't get diagnosed, it doesn't exist. Might have ADHD though. But who knows? Who freaking knows, man? You ever smell grass after it rains? It's like a wake-up call. No, because my room doesn't have a window, so... And I don't leave my room, so it's very difficult. No, I'm joking. It's pretty nice. You know what also is a wake-up call? When you hear the ravens outside your window after you pull the second all-nighter in a row, and it's like 4 a.m. and the ravens start crowing, and you're like, oh my god, this is my life right now. I once saw 3 sunrises in a row. Yeah, not because I woke up early, but because I didn't go to sleep. Don't recommend, you guys. Don't recommend. Very bad for you. Super bad for you. So you are... I'm Labubu. Labubu. Labu. Labubu. Ruuna bed rot so the mold grows faster. No, for real. Cultivating my own nature environment, you know, something habitat, biodiversity. Dude, I don't know. I never did science properly. Ravens don't crow. They don't crow. What did they do? They go burger spinton. They go top and fly. Maybe that's what ravens do. Anyway, instant 6448 alpha. Dude, I thought this stream would be finished in like 1.5 hours. We're 2 hours in. Yikes, whatever. Who's tapping at my apartment door? Nevermore, cried the raven. What reference is that? What reference is that? Knock knock, said the raven. Who's there? Said me. Yikes, forever. And then it burst from the inside of my mouth and I died. Oh wait, that's Wally. They squeal, really. Yo, Guinness, thank you. I am a PogChamp after all. Edgar Allan Poe. Sorry, ESL moment. Edgar Allan Poe. Oh, I should read more books. Fun shit. Hello, Jackers. Hello, Ruuna Starbright. Looking quite cute today. Thank you. Goo goo gaga. Do you like the new hair? Hello, hello. Okay, should we go back to reading? I get distracted really easily. ADHD type shit. This is on November 11th, 2019. The location is Site 44, the Foulness Island. Foulness Island, England. I can't believe I live in England. That's crazy. They call wherever I live Foulness Island. I don't know why though. It's not like I take a shower every day. Wait. Begin log. SCP-6448 instance is contained within a large reinforced steel containment cell, having just awoken from heavy sedation. Cryptozoology specialist F. Oz stands in front of a large one-way glass window that encompasses the room's south side. Mr. Gray would see you now, he says. You're getting distracted is part of the experience, along with the random giggles. That's true, that's true, that's true. You know, it's the Ruuna Starbright SCP reading experience. It's a spin-out except from his famous poem, The Raven, which still gets used to this day since 1845. Bro cooks so hard, everyone's just using his words. That's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, even now you realize a lot of popular phrases are like a very new phrases, and also they're used in fanfiction a lot. We need to put you under underwear. I need to touch grass. Researcher Oz. Greetings, SCP-6448. The instant suddenly bolts upright and stares at the intercom. Researcher Oz. Can you understand me? We've seen your genus speak English just fine in the past. Side-eye. Bombastic side-eye. Criminal offensive side-eye. Researcher Oz. Can you understand me? Oh wait, I read that. I'm dumb. The instance does not respond. It begins licking its arm. Dude, yucky. Take a shower. Researcher Oz. Please, we know your secret. The instance pauses. Researcher Oz. Admittedly, it wasn't all well kept. Admittedly, it wasn't exactly well kept. If you just look at yourself for more than a few seconds, it is very clear you're not normal. I diagnose you with autism. To be fair, I don't think usually autisms murder people. You know, that's the difference. I diagnose you with SCP Keter class. The instance is stood facing away from the window. Its neck swivels 180 degrees, visibly breaking multiple vertebrae as there's audible crack. It does not blink. When I said, baby grill, I'll crack your back, that's not what I meant, dude. I'm putting your set out outside. No, please! I'm gonna get allergic reactions and I'm gonna... Look, I can tell you the color of grass. It's blue, okay? I don't need to go outside. I'm perfectly fine where I am. Please just let me stay home. Depends on how much you annoy the tism. If I keep giving tisms the wrong fork and spoons, would they come for my ass? Edgar Allan Poe had to pull the weight of holding horror up with other writers such as Bram Stoker and Mary Shelley. That's true. That is true. And those guys only wrote one story each. That is true. They really were. We good, and then they dipped. Instant death. Look, I'm just giving you a really big spoon that feels wrong in your hands. Just eat your soup with multiple unknown textures in it. What's wrong? I made it with love, you know. You haven't taken a shower in a year. You're stinky. Okay, I've taken a shower. I take a shower at least every 3 months. Okay, that I'm doing better than most people. Greek San, hello. Wendigo disguised as a deer. It is giving Wendigo, isn't it? It is. Oh my god, you're right. I want to read Wendigo SCPs now. What? Why are you saying Ruuna? What's wrong? Interrogation time. The instance is stood facing away from the window. It's oh yeah, it's cracking its back. Right. I'm stinky. I'm just a grill. Hello. How are you doing? Researcher Oz to containment staff. I thought you said this was one way. Staff mumbling, it is? The instance gaze remains locked on Researcher Oz. Dude, this is called dominance loss. It's a tag, by the way. Stinky. Yeah, what you're gonna do, smell me? That's right. Inhale my alpha pheromones and become weak at the knees and realize that my stronger, superior alpha pheromones are turning you from an alpha to an omega because that's bitching. Omegaverse words. You say you take a shower when I tell you to sleep, so I know you take one at least once a week. Isn't that great? Day off from work, so I say good day. Oh my god, hell yeah. Get your rest. Your potato mods lactate rain right now. That's going too far. Calling me a potato, please. I'm at least a steak. Get your rest, dude. Researcher Oz, are you something imitating deer? It is clear that, if so, you possess basic anatomical knowledge on them, though details are faulty. In fact, a better question would be, how? Assuming you're not what you pretend to be. The instance opened its mouth, which contains abnormally sharp teeth. Its jaw moves in a manner that seems to imitate speech. No intelligible dialect is heard. Rather, a sound similar to a gagging or choking is audible. I should call her. Thank you. Ruuna, you're like a slimy steak at most. With a little mold. I'll take what I can get. I'll take what I can get, dude. Researcher Oz, shall we move on? What I'm more concerned with here is why you take our people. Is it to settle a vendetta for food? Spite? What the span? Sad. Oh wait, no, the ban is not happening. Oh, thank god. I got banned again for some reason. Greek Stan, welcome to the Ruuniverse. Hello. What was I saying? Oh yeah, num. The instance blinks for the first time in the interview. The movement is noticeably forced. You're now aware of your blinking. For some reason, dude, mods make grape lactate. Make grape lactate too. Extra flavor. And texture too. Researcher Oz, responding is mandatory. The instance shows no reaction. Thank you. Researcher Oz, if you will not comply, maybe you'd like to see a brand new containment cell. SCP-6448. I can't roll my eyes. Researcher Oz pauses. SCP-6448. Rasaj. Research. The instance speaks in a distorted version of Oz's own voice. Researcher Oz. Research. What kind of... double lactation. What DP stands for is crazy. July 7th, 1947. The instance suddenly rams the 20-inch think one-way glass, cracking it slightly. 20 inches? Researcher Oz stumbles backwards. The instance begins to collapse. It contorts violently and begins screaming. Its abdomen bulges and writhes. Researcher Oz, get the stacks in here now. A black viscous, tendry mass erupts out of the instance's side. It leaps and squirms around the cell before shattering the viewing window. The remaining carcass is entirely hollow. Site 44 system. Containment breach detected. All personnel report to the nearest safe room. Containment sector 4 blast doors will seal in 10 seconds. Harold was waiting for the Ruuna mute. the infamous Ruuna mute. Economy's in shambles these days. Yeah, we're only doing lactations, unfortunately. The tendrilless mass swiftly maneuvers outside of Sector 4 in seconds, clearing the lockdown area. It travels in the direction of the main exit. Site 44's breach system. Full site lockdown initiated. Locking main exit in 5 seconds. How are people meant to get out? They're just cooked, dude. The mass clears the front desk. It shatters the glass on the front exit and disappears into the outside shrubbery. The lockdown didn't do shit. Also, the Americans infected the UK with the instance now. Yikes forever. A 2-month-long search proved inefficient in locating the escape anomaly. Additionally, since this incident, there's been an unprecedented increase in CWD-affected deer and UFO reports in the area surrounding Site 44. Further research is ongoing. Okay, so they're cooked. Yikes forever. CWD is zombie deer disease. A prion-based illness affecting members of the Cividae family. Oh, I know that! It's when the deers act really creepy and like... It's like if you meet a deer who's not scared of you, you should not touch it because it's probably infected by the zombie disease. It causes extreme loss of motor function control, may affect decision making, and is always 100% fatal. While CWD is a legitimate disease, the majority of servants in Appalachia exhibiting traits are known as unknown instances of SCP-6448. Yikes forever. Well, these deers are fried forever, so yeah, scary creepy deers, don't approach them. If you see wildlife and like just go out into nature, consider don't doing it, because that's when the SCP disappears. No, you're less likely to interact with the SCP if you just stay at home and don't go outside. Yeah. Carol's gonna mute Ruuna for a whole stream. We're gonna be at peace. Oh my god. That's what we need. You can say hi to me though. I'm not sure, dude. You've been stalking. You've been freaking stalking. Don't talk to nature. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be yikes forever. And that is SCP-6448. I also really like that one. Giving creepy yikes forever vibes, but super PogChamp. I said I'll read SCP-973. I'm gonna play an ad though. Play a short ad. Because I also need to, do I need to? I'll play a like 1-minute ad while I set this up. SCP-973. We need a picture. What happens if the SCP come to us? Then you gotta prepare your little breathable butthole for it. Because it's gonna come to you in buckets. You know what I mean? Yeah. Poggies. PogChamp. PogChamp. Oh, Sketchfab. Yikes forever. Am I allowed to use this? Learn more attributions. Can I use your thing? Your field too? Oh, okay. Cool. Num. Okay. I'm allowed to use a screenshot of this guy. So I shall. Dun. How do I share? Copy. Okay. I have picture. He's a little freaky, you guys. He's just a little... Okay, you understand what I mean? Okay. This model is made by Sickbrick on Sketchfab. Poggies. PogChamp. I'm not doing that chat. Not even if they ask really nicely. Sad. Okay, here we go. I'll add it to the video description on Isn't that such a freaky little guy? I'll add it to the video description as well. It's saying, Neko, hello, welcome. Welcome to the Runiverse. Hello, hello. How are you doing? It's so funny. The T-pose really gets me. I can't. It's so silly, dude. Let me edit my YouTube description. Stream settings, edited. Model is this. Not eh. Ay. Okay, wait, give me a sec. Dun. Make sure you credit things. I do my best to credit things. If I miss a credit, please let me know. This one, okay. Perfect. Now we can read SCP 97367. Here we go. Is it gonna read properly? It is. Skippity toilet. Okay, hell yeah. So, this was the request. This is SCP 973. I know nothing about it, so we're gonna see what it is. 973. What is it? Let me skim read it. Let's say don't call for help. Don't call for help. Yoink. Okay. Here we go. This is SCP-973. Its object class is Euclid, and special containment procedures state that SCP-973's nature precludes it from full containment within the Foundation. Due to the danger it presents, the 60-kilometer stretch of US route redacted on which it is known to manifest is to be under satellite surveillance at all times. Any vehicles attempting to travel to the designated section of the highway between 22 to how do you say like military time 2200 and 4:30 are to be diverted to the detours at exits redacted and redacted by Foundation personnel. Trespassers are to be forcibly arrested and detained if the need arises. Description: SCP-973 consists of two entities. SCP-973-1 is a police cruiser, resembling those used by redacted state troopers in the early 1970s. The vehicle appears to be in an advanced state of disrepair. Witness accounts have consistently mentioned large dents in the door and hood, a heavily cracked windshield, heavy rusting, and a loose rear bumper secured with duct tape. Dude, I'll show you a loose rear. Sorry. Anyway, SCP-972... Goo gaga. SCP-973-2 is reported as a Caucasian male in his late 40s, wearing a redacted state trooper uniform dating from the same time period as SCP-973-1. Subject is described as balding, slightly overweight, and having a handlebar mustache. Dude, we love handlebars. I need to touch grass after this. SCP-973 will manifest at night when another vehicle enters the designated territory, and is believed to be triggered by the target vehicle accelerating over a certain speed. Guys, safe driving, don't speed. This limit varies, with the average being the area of 88.5 kilometers per hour, and then some American numbers, but it can range anywhere between 53.3 kilometers per hour, American number, and 112.7 kilometers per hour, American number. No predictable pattern or connection between different limits has been found as of yet. Also, they're not even speeding. Never mind. This guy's just a yikes forever then. Sad. True. We love handlebars. When this limit is broken, SCP-973 will appear approximately 0.4 kilometers behind the target vehicle and will chase down the target at high speed with the siren and flashes on. This is accompanied by a looping message played on the target's radio, consisting of the phrase, "Run! Expletive deleted." Run, mofo! Run, Omega! In redacted percentages of cases, the target will flee with SCP-973 in pursuit and will be overtaken in 1 to 6 minutes. At this point, data expunged. Also, you can't even run away. Madge. The remains of 34 individuals and 19 vehicles have been found within 6.4 kilometers of the affected roadway. The range of damage done to bodies includes evisceration. Oh, not fun things. More data expunged. and 3 cases where the body had been damaged by the impact to the point that visual identification was impossible. 5 survivors are within Foundation custody, all suffering from varying degrees of mental trauma. The recovered vehicles showcase heavy impact damage, both environmental and inflicted, and severe burn damage to the interior. So he's not even just finding them. He's just been really unplugged. Yikes! Whatever. What are you reading from? I'm reading from the SCP Wiki. See. I'm reading from the SCP Wiki. I'm just showing the website as well, while I am reading them. Yeah. This is just a, how do I say, a Windows capture. Addendum 1. Destroying the roadway affected by SCP-973 has proven ineffective. The demolition of part of State Route Redacted in 1983 led to SCP-973 relocating itself to its current position. Addendum 2. On the 8th of Redacted, 20 Redacted, attempts to capture and contain SCP-973 fails, resulting in the death of 9 agents. SCP-973 is believed to be wounded but not incapacitated, reappearing 9 days later. First-hand accounts indicate a change in SCP-973-2's appearance, as shown in this excerpt from the post-emission interview of Agent Redacted. Agent Redacted says, "I can't really say, he just looks different. His eyes were red, I remember that, and his mouth was just this black hole. No teeth, no tongue, just a hole. I was too busy shooting at him to get a better look than that." A change? Oh, okay, his appearance changed. Addendum 3. SCP-973's area of effect seems to be expanding, as does the window of time that manifestations occur. Security protocols have been adapted to this. Okay, how are you even meant to get away from this SCP? You're just cooked. If you try to run, you're cooked. If you stop, I'm assuming you're cooked. So moral of the story: don't go outside. Just don't go outside, dude, and you'll be fine. Life advice from Ruuna Starbright: maybe go outside sometimes too. Make social connections or something. I don't know, but generally speaking, yikes forever. And that was SCP-973. It's a scary highway, man. That the scariest part is not even what was it called? It's not even the hefty speeding bill. It's just getting killed. Oh, did you guys hear that? That's my groceries, by the way. Give me a thing. Anyway, yeah. He's your best friend. Look, if he's my best friend, I should really start considering what I value in friendships, and maybe also my self-worth if he's my best friend. I feel like that's you know, self-sabotage at this point if this guy is my best friend, right? I feel like I can do better, you know. I feel like there is a chance I can do slightly better. Just a thought. And that's SCP 973. That will conclude today's SCP reading. But if you guys have any more suggestions of SCPs to read, please ping them in my Discord. I would love to know more SCPs. Any SCP recommendations, I would love to read. I love location SCPs and I love monster SCPs. I missed the Highway Hotel SCP I read a while ago. That was one of my favorite ones because it's like, if you follow X amount of rules, this happens. SCP 73-2. SCP-973-2. Let me have a look in my other browser. Dun 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 dun. Oh. Oh wow. There's another one? Pure Evil. Pure Evil Wiki. Oh. Evil Doer. Okay. Okay. Oh, he's paired with -1. Toxic Yaoi. Oh my god. I can't. I may have to look it up because he appears in the villain wiki, but he doesn't appear in the SCP websites. Wow, that's a lot. Oh my god, it's a video game? That's crazy. Pirate of the Caribbean's type shit. Oh, -2 is on Pure Evil Wiki, and then this guy is just hanging out here. Naruhodo. Okay. Oh. Essentially, he partners with the other guy, and then he kind of evil, and then and he oh, what the frick? Following the success of cross-testing anomalies at Site 100, SCP-973-2 was put against SCP-5740, mutable structures called Dado Nuts by Dado that disperses donuts that when eaten by law enforcement employees make them defecate live domestic pigs and much more depending on the officer's discipline. This cross-test results in SCP-973-2 exploding, releasing a mass quantity of pigs, which also destroyed SCP-973-1, allowing the Foundation to successfully contain both, and the number of pigs stopped when data ran out. Don't you ever just want to explode into a bunch of pigs after eating donuts? What the frick? You know, isn't that just something? Isn't that just a dream? Could be a good bit, I know. Dude, donuts are amazing. Like, maybe it's time to exploding to a bunch of pigs. Eat those donuts, baby girl. Eat those donuts. That's some good maple bacon donuts, and they were good. What? That's a thing? That sounds delicious, dude. I want to have some. I want to have some now. Maple donuts? I'm gonna get donuts. I'm gonna get mochi donuts. Matcha mochi donuts, and oh my god, I love chocolate mochi donuts. I'm gonna get some. Ah, should I get some? I can go outside. I can go outside and buy them. But going outside, maybe I'll buy them next week when I have to go outside. Hehehehe. All according to Keikaku desu. Little balls in a ring. I know you're into that, you freako. We all love little balls in a ring, you know. But yeah, that's all the SCP for the day. I post them in food sharing. Pigs or like donuts? Or like little balls in a ring? Which one are we talking about? What are we talking about? You know? Let's do raids, shall we? Wrap up the stream. I'm gonna try to get some stuff, some doodles done for the donathon that we did like, oh my god, what, 2 months ago? I'll try to get some doodles done for that. And then it'll be good, it'll be good. It's been a while, so let's do I'll do them. Maybe I'll do them in my own time, maybe I'll stream it. I'll see how I feel. But yeah. See you by the toilet. Hehe. If you're willing, I think there's someone you can raid. Oh yeah, give me a recommendation. Totally go for it. Let me know, let me know. Thank you for stream, Ruuna. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for dropping by. PogChamp. Yeah, who do you have in mind? I'm always down to meet new people, you know? Dun dun dun. Are they live though? Is the real question. Man. I'm gonna, I think, Nico Veras gonna go read Yaoi after this and then do work. It'll be amazing. Nico Veras, oh my god. Are they playing Minecraft? It's the Minecraft one right now, right? Yeah? Yeah, Minecraft? Okay. I will... Girl failure cries on stream. More at 8. Kinda real for that. Okay. Okay. Drop in. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for lurking. Thanks for chatting. I hope you have a good rest of your week. And, yeah. I shall see you next time. Yeah. Otsukare desu. Have a good day, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye bye. Bye.